So I bought this, Kevin, and we're going to turn it into a house. A bit of work to be done, but I'd say we'll make a good job of it.
Turned out to be a nightmare. Chris and Kaya's solution was to build a house on the plot next door. But that's easier said than done. It's on a scheduled ancient monument site, so it needs the say-so from historic England and scrutiny from the planners.
It is a very difficult site. Archaeology, location in relation to the Abbey. If you were actually going to, in planning policy terms, look at this site on a piece of paper, you would say there's no chance of us actually putting something positive.
It didn't take. The shallow foundations give a clue to the unusual zigzag shape of this house, following the slope's contours and the lines of previous archaeology trenches so as to respect the medieval and Roman remains buried below. Meanwhile, the planners wanted to see a single-storey building here, so as to preserve the sightlines to and from the Abbey. And construction would be in light, highly insulated timber cassettes to reduce the weight of the building on the archaeology below. The glazed link between the two wings will suggest a light, transparent centre to the house that's almost not there. Cladding will be narrow, cinder-coloured bricks with decorative coursing, echoing a 2,000-year-old Roman wall building style appropriate for this city. The brickwork flourishes will be triangular pierced screens, almost redolent of ruined walls. The roof will be flat and punctured by 3 large roof lights and a series of light tubes to brightly illuminate the rooms. And it'll be covered in sedum, another planning condition. The west wing will contain a series of bedrooms. The master suite, a row of 3 almost monastic rooms for the children, a spare room, and at the end a family cinema room. Through the front door, you'll cross a tiny moat of water, then turn left along the glazed link to reach the living wing. You'll have noticed there's no white emulsion here. The house is built of wood and lined with wood, maple, partly to suggest a traditional house in Japan. Almost every fitting and piece of furniture will be crafted from yet more maple in the pursuit of a single ordered aesthetic. There are rooms too. This house isn't open plan, but highly organised into compartments, sitting and dining rooms, and a kitchen. This design is rich in influences. It's part Japanese transparency and lightness, part medieval cloister, and part Roman villa in layout. And nowhere are you far from a relationship with the natural organic world, which of course, for Chris, means there has to be a putting green in his garden. The layout.
Tuesday. Which is
she's not going this Thursday. She's going Thursday.
Let's see if I might look at this one now. Oh, that's fine. Couldn't make out dates on this. We had nothing right if we were doing something like this.
Just before half-time, I just gave us a bit of momentum, allowed us to reset at half-time in a little bit more comfortable position, and it gave us...
By County Limerick, crowned in glory 4 years in a row. Our year it will be 2022. Now in Munster's heart.
The big question playing on my mind is how much of the tortuous experience of this building's genesis is going to be visible in the finished house. And here we are. Oh my word, the gates open automatically. There is no mud. This is, oh gosh. I mean, gosh. It looks like the timber Scandinavian spaceship has landed. And I am docking with it. Wow. Colin and Adele's home is finished and perfectly adorned, cloaked in the swooshing curves of western red cedar cladding, already fading to a shimmering grey. Windows mirror the trees. The balustrades and the glazed ground floor seem only half there. The wooden spaceship hovers.
It's beautiful.